find success, and we are live right now in the grand finals in the drafting phase for game number 1.
Yes, let's welcome you into the drafting phase. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, it's no longer a best of 5. It is going to be a best of 7 between both of these teams here in the grand finals. You can see here Evos with the first pick, Onic with the second, and the Joy Fredrin ban does come through for the White Tigers. Meanwhile, Onic, they go for the Claude and the Faramis ban.
Very interesting ban so far coming into this draft. We know that Onic have gone for a lot of their respect in the playoffs, but Evos Legends, something different here from them. First time around against Onic, they try to go for the same respect. But here, Arashi, they're going for just Prio. They are respecting what's meta with the Melissa, the Joy, and even the Fredrin.
I think they've seen that a lot of teams have struggled to try and find any success, trying to target specific members or specific aspects of Onic's gameplay, because everyone is just absolutely solid. They don't really falter, even though they get target banned, even though they get focused in the game. So I think the approach right now from Coach Age is to ensure that his team has what they need to try and make the play happen their way, right? To make sure that it goes their way or the highway.
And you can see here, Evos Legends go for the Melissa ban as well here. The last ban in the first phase. Seeing as the Claude was already banned out by Onic, they don't want to be forced in a position where they have to pick up the Melissa or allow the Melissa being picked up by Onic. So Mincetar is going to be the choice here for Onic to ban away. And now Evos, they definitely can go for. What do you think they're going to go for here? The Valentina is an option here.
Valentina has always been used. Hijime is also great on the Yves and the Farsas. If they want to go for long-range artillery to try and supplement the poke damage or the wave clear to possibly try and win in the macro game department, those are all legit options. Farsa will be the answer, but for Onic, this means that they can go straight for the 1-1.
Oh, very interesting, Rico.
Everyone thinks the 1-1 is a Prio, and they're right. They're absolutely right. 1-1 right now in the meta, absolute, I would say, trash. But if it's on the hands of CW, yeah, it is Prio. It is a respectable hero. And Onic, they make trash look like it is gold.
It's such a different story, right? For Onic, you can say exactly what you meant there for all the other teams. But in the hands of Onic, it becomes a different story here. Face value, it's risky, right? The 1-1 does get outranged by the Farsa. And there are a lot of moments where she gets poked down before she can even have an impact in those team fights. And Onic will respond with the Valentina that was opened up there from the first phase.
Matching the long range potentially, if he can steal the Feather Airstrike, we'll see Sans on the Valentina. An absolute signature pick let go by Evos right now. So if they are willing to give away the 1-1 and the Valentina, one must question what do they have in mind to try and secure for their own side. Without the Claude available, a solid gold laner needs to be put in the hands of Brands because he needs to carry the game, but he also needs to win the lane and try and shut down CW.
Beatrix becomes a pretty good choice for Evos Legends, right? A choice that could work. And on the hands of King Brands, the guy who was lifted in the throne yesterday to the grand finals, here's a comment. When we were in a losing position, we still wanted to fight. We not only improved our gameplay, but that mentality, I believe, for Evos Legends is their strength. 0-2 down, 2 series. It may be a fluke the first time, but after the second, again, it feels like they were destined.
But remember, right? Sure, 2-3 reverse sweeps by Evos, but the only team that went full 3-0 was Onic. They were able to read Evos very well, and Evos didn't have the chance, the opportunity to do whatever Brands just said, right? They weren't able to reevaluate, they weren't able to readjust. And we'll see if Onic give them the opportunity this time around. With the pick here coming in from Onic, the last one for the first phase, it's going to be the glue.
Wow, it's a very much mobile kind of composition. Valentina, 1-1 and glue. Everything can be divey, everything can move very rapidly. And for Evos, they are 2 very vulnerable backline members for them, so they require some kind of protection. The Diggy maybe could come in mind, but there's so much damage, maybe pure healing could be what they go for. Whatever it is, they're gonna have to ban out some kind of engaged tools for this other Evos. They'll ban it Kadira to ensure that the backline does not get bursted down.
Good choice right now for Evos. I think they might follow it up with maybe a Hayabusa ban here, knowing that Onic have yet to pick up a jungler. Very rare do we see this. Usually we see the Fredrin that's always just flexed in the first phase, but because Evos have banned it, they've kind of taken that weapon away from Onic, right? That flex potential of the Fredrin. The Franco gets banned, and right now with the Wanwan, I think the Lolita ban will make a lot of sense. Maybe even a... I don't think Diggy, but yeah, it is going to be a Diggy. It's either Diggy or Lolita at that point. I thought they might want to go for the Lolita ban, but it does signify that they want to go for a lot of CC for their roamer, possibly a Kufra or an Atlas.
Yeah, that's definitely a possibility here, especially for Keyboy. And the thing is, Keyboy has, honestly, one of the widest hero pools in that roaming position as well. So they have a lot to work with. They have a lot to pick from. And the thing is, if we're talking about the jungler position, right, the Fanny is still open for grabs as well for both of these teams. Without the Franco, it should allow the Fanny to mobilize around the map.
So if you're Evos right now, you're stuck wondering what you want to ban away here. Is it going to be yet another assassin, or respecting the Diggy ban, do you get forced to ban the Atlas? Onic has successfully put them in a tough situation, and they're going to go most likely for something a bit more aggressive. They go for the Kaja for a bit more pick-off potential. Now it's looking weird. Onic can outmaneuver Evos, and if Evos isn't careful, someone will get picked off.
Do it, Taz. Do it. I know you're thinking it, Taz. Age as well.
Fanny?
Fanny, wide open. And then Onic will play the Hayabusa. Two of the best junglers in Indonesia on their signature picks for the first game of the Grand Finals. We're thinking it. They are thinking it as well.
It's a very high risk, but it might just work out. We'll have to see, man. For Evos, yes, one jungler, but afterwards, what will they have in the roaming position? Someone that can check bushes without getting punished, without getting stuck and locked down. It comes to mind, but we'll see. It's going to be a Lolita. Try and use that bulwark and counter the crossbow of Tang as well, a wise choice. But along with that, it's going to be the Lancelot in the hands of Taz.
Lancelot for Taz here. That is objective control so far for Evos, right? Onic, how are they going to respond? With the composition that Evos have picked up, they are so strong in those team fights. They're going to be very strong when going for the objective takes. With the Kaja pickup for Onic, they should stick with pickoffs perhaps. Make things a little bit more messy. And the Fanny does come through for Onic.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Rumble in the Jungle, the Grand Finals for Season 11 MPL Indonesia starts now. Welcome to the land of Dawn for Evos Legends versus Onic.
Looking at the emblems right here, you see the Demon Slayers or Taz will be prioritizing more of the neutral objectives, while Kyrie can just go absolutely ham right here. He has the burst damage and the crowd control in his team to try and supplement his kill potential, so you keep your eyes open, especially when he reached level 4 with the Cutthroat. And Dreams will be the only one available with a reliable source of crowd control to stop any kind of high maneuver, engage, or outplay potential from the side of Onic.
Objectively speaking, right, looking at both of their compositions, when I said that Evos Legends are better in team fights, it's because I saw that they have a lot of CC, right, to play with. But Onic, with the Valentina pickup, they can utilize the same amount of pressure in those team fights. If they want to pick up, they can pick up the Numnon Blast. They can go in for the bravest fighter from Psychots as well. It really does depend on the flexibility of the MVP of the regular season, Sans. And now in the early game here, Onic, they're looking to punish here in the top side, looking to put some pressure onto Brands. With Keyboy not yet at level 4, it's not a task that is going to be easy. They gotta rely on that early game damage coming in from Kyrie here, who is on that emblem.
Look at that combo of skills coming in from CW, securing the gold lane despite going up against a Beatrix, someone who can actually burst down the neutral objective, showing again why one man's trash is another man's treasure. Well, this 1-1 is insane, but now Keyboy gets jumped on. It's too early. Evos will not have that damage available, but the level 4 is coming through. The turtle is spawning in 6 seconds, and you can see where the heck Boots is. He's about to zone everyone away as much as possible.
Yeah, he's already there, already setting up, already opening up vision for Onic onto Taz, right? Because that's the main hero, the main person, the main player that they need to limit here when they go in for the objective takes. But Taz has proven time and time again that he can outmaneuver it. We'll see, Keyboy already level 4 should be able to pressure Taz when it comes down to it.
Let's see, Boots already with a slam pass combo, trying to stop them from the take. in the Turtle side. 2 minutes in, both teams still playing it very passively. The first game sets the tone, is what Gani likes to say, and it's true here, especially in the grand finals.
Look at Onic, they're playing very, very patiently, and they have back there in the Turtle, knowing that Kyrie was still on the other side of the map. He's back here now, though, and you can see that Evos Legends, they just sent Dreams back, so this is going to be an uncontested Turtle from Onic. It doesn't seem like there's any trade-off from the side of Evos.
No trades at all. Onic picking up the first Turtle, uncontested, with the Fanny at hand. High and dry. A lot of kill pressure here. Keyboy's really looking for that kill pressure as Taz moves forward. Kyrie gonna be able to jump in, but the Thorn Rose is there, and the Cutthroat takes him down. First blood for Onic. They pick it up, and they back away. Disciplined as ever.
Onic already with 1 kill and an objective take here, leading 1,000 here in the first 3 minutes of the game. Wow, a 4 versus 2 here on the desk. Talent prediction. More so for Evos than onto Onic. We'll see exactly how this pans out. But so far here, Evos, they haven't been able to find the opening that they were looking for in the early stage of the game. Taz using the Demon Slayer also. Not much impact just yet.
Not yet. Down below though, there's already a little bit of a skirmish there as Taz will be taken down again. Kyrie munching nom nom nom. Taz 0-2-0.
Well, Onic using all their advantages and the burst damage to target, usually it's going to be the gold laner. But now, knowing Evos Legends and their proclivity to go for the neutral objectives, they go for... Oh, they were going for Taz again and again, but there, Brands almost gets taken out as well. Look at this conversion to the top side.
With the airstrike being popped down, Hijime will take that damage, all of it. CW taking a whole lot of damage right now. The crossbow tank gets popped in. Hijime flickers out. CW gets out as well. It's Sounds with the kill, and it's Onic staying clean.
And just like that, 1,000 gold lead here, Arashi.
2,000 even for the side of Onic, and they are not done just yet. Let me see W get a lot of the gold card trading, and now Evos comes to try and strike back.
Let's say they actually want to go for this. Keyboy doesn't have that divine judgment, so I don't think they want to commit, but they have done enough to secure a pretty good lead here. And it should be an uncontested Turtle again. Look at the Fanny though, look at Kyrie, what the heck, again! Assassinating one of the frontliners like it's nothing. Cutting through him like it's butter. Onic with another pick off here. Evos Legends so far outclassed.
Well,
Seems like Dreams and Hijime though, they don't want to let this go uncontested.
Oh, Divine Judgment right onto the right target as Kyrie moves forward. That's the blast stolen away, and that's Brands taken down. Boots brings Dreams back to pick up a double kill. And it's Onic again with all the dubs.
everything going completely right for the side of Onic. And even in the mid lane, Taz tries to get something. It might cost his life though. Gets bursted down by Kyrie. And Onic will maintain all the turrets. And Hijime now is the one stuck under one.
Free turret for Onic too. Boots just tanks it up. Without a marksman, they just take it. They give the proper respect to Evos Legends, but right now, 3,000 gold lead. CW with a DHS already 6 minutes in.
That will mean that Psychots, as well as Dreams, all the potential frontliners for the side of Evos can't really stay in front and tank that damage, which effectively means that they won't be able to contest control over the map or even vision in any of the brushes. So Onic have full control and they're using it very efficiently right here.
Another assassination onto Hijime now. Kyrie! He gets out. Didn't get the kill onto Hijime, but man, again, it's Onic with everything.
It's brilliant. It's clean, it's discipline, but it still has that instinct, that killer instinct that we all know and love from Onic. As Kyrie goes in once again, doesn't get the kill, but the pressure is on Evos now. 6 minutes in, almost a 5,000 gold lead, Arashi.
It's 5,000, and if they want to try and turn it around by getting a shutdown, they have, I guess, some burst damage available, long range as well with the Feather Airstrike and the Renner's Apathy. But no one is able to set it up. Kyrie has been flying around uncontested. Keyboy has been just standing in front of them, and there's no punish. There's no way for Evos to try and effectively use their crowd control without risking getting counter-engaged, letting Boots and Kyrie and CW just run around uncontested.
That's why the Kaja pick, honestly, for Onic. That was brilliant, right? Because they did have the opportunity to go for something like the Kufra, but they took the Kaja away from Evos, denying that lockdown. And without the lockdown, with Evos Legends forcing to pick up the Lolita, Dreams doesn't really have an impact just yet.
Oh, look at this, man. They go for what side?
Criminal Blast, side cuts, deleted. Just deleted. Onic, 5,000 gold lead. Now, again, just suffocating Evos Legends. Even up top, Boots, there's nothing that Taz can do. The team doesn't even want to go for it because they need to defend the threat in the bottom lane where CW is going to be able to munch on the turret. Base turret in the 8th minute of the game. Keyboy! Oh, with the Divine Judgment onto Hijime. CW goes on forward. The Bulwark saves him for a bit, but it is inevitable. CW will be able to find that kill. Base turret, 8 minutes.
That's unreal, man. They're just so dominant. Look at how they're positioning. CW and Keyboy, they're just standing in front of 3 members with as if they understand and they know for sure that Evos won't do anything. They just stand there and said, what? What's up? What you gonna do? Nothing. They won't do anything. They can't do anything. And CW right now is just taking down these turrets one by one, man.
Oh, but he has to be careful here. Even so, right? The positioning is very important. But Kyrie finds Taz and Dreams.
That's a roamer. That's your frontliner. If he's deleted like that, Zanz with a phantom execution actually steals it away, jumps forward. Keyboy is the man who's sieging the mid lane tier 2 down. They are delegating these tasks to people who shouldn't be taking turrets, to people who shouldn't be assassins. But if you're 8,000 gold ahead, you can do it, Kyrie!
What?
Say goodbye to Hijime, the only man with a kill on the side of Evos Legends, has been taken down like that.
Wow, man.
Is that damage? Kyrie going in. You can see the level disparity as well from both of the junglers. Kyrie level 13, Taz level 11. They're 2 levels behind. Sans gets a pick.
Divine Judgment as well. That's all the weakness points popped in, but CW does too much damage. Crossbow tank not gonna be ready, but now it's gonna be Kyrie who jumps in. Hijime losing a whole lot of his HP bar. CW taking low. Psychot's terrified, so he cannot follow through with the bravest fighter. Onic still very well in control, but Evos Legends are able to push them away from that mid lane base turret.
They're only able to get 1 kill from Evos Legends, but that's enough. They were asserting their dominance all the way, man. They're showing that it doesn't matter. Even if you get damage off on us, we won't let you get that cure. 8.5k gold right now with the Lord available. Onic isn't even going for it just yet. They want to make sure that whatever they do, it's for maximum value and maximum damage for Evos Legends. They might try and go for 1 more pickoff before going for this. Otherwise, they might try and force Evos Legends to a difficult position. And if they really don't want to, it's going to be a free, very quick Lord take and straight back to the macro play, to the lane pressure again from Onic, where everything is just so efficient. There's not a single second wasted.
Nope, not at all. That's the first Lord, uncontested. For Onic, Evos had 0 solution. And at this point, it didn't seem like they could contest it either.
Look at the player's gold by Ubea's gold, man. Psychots is the 2nd lowest amount of gold available in this team, in this game right now. And it's just not a good situation because usually Psychots is the one making these plays happen. When he gets ahead, he is able to be a lot more bolder with his positioning, with his playmaking. Now that is not available at all. It all comes down to Dreams and Taz.
But the airstrike popped into Sans right there, who takes a lot of the damage, but is able to clear the waves. Taz with the puncture. Onic with the siege, now with the Lord now marching down bottom lane. 8 minutes, they were able to take that base turret down, which means they did not even need a Lord. Now with the Lord, they're able to take the base turret in the mid lane. 11 minutes. Will Onic try to end the game? CW already rotating up top, taking the 3rd base turret in the 11th minute of the game. Brands with a shot, connecting onto CW, threading the needle. He's gonna need more than that to take Onic down, but Evos Legends live for another day. I held my breath there as Kyrie went in for the cables, but he doesn't decide to commit. Still hovering over Evos Legends. Taz now with the Thorn Rose, able to connect for Keyboy! Tells him to the Jackpot! It's gonna be Sans with the Now Blast all to the back line with CW doing some damage. Kyrie takes Taz down. The Now Blast back to respond it over to Onic. Evos Legends once again able to defend, but the crossbow of Tang onto Brands, taking him down. Dreams, Psychots, and Hijime against CW and Sans. They're gonna jump in. CW still able to kite away right now, but Psychot should be able to deal with him. Unless Kyrie has something to say about it. Game 1 for Onic.
12 minutes into the grand finals. Mirko, Arashi. 12 minutes.
This is supposed to be the two toughest, best teams in the playoffs, and Onic made it look beyond easy. What was that, man? At every single turn, they just had full control. At the end, they lost 2 members, it doesn't matter. 2v3, 2v4, we'll take those fights. We'll outclass you completely. And yes, you talked about Goni saying that Onic sets the tone with the first game. That's the tone of the situation. Evos is in for a lot of trouble.
12 minutes. I still can't get over that. That was the first allure to push. And that's how fast, how quick Onic were able to dismantle Evos Legends there in game number 1. That was an exceptional